משפחת פנחסוב. There is a minhag of the nation of Israel that when someone passes to the next world, every year we gather together to do Askara, Memorial Day, yartzeit. The question we have to ask, if someone already passed from the world, why does he care if people gather together and speak and eat? How does it help them? They're not here. They're not here to see. They don't know what's going on. Who are we doing it for? That's question number one. Question number two, when someone passed, people go to the grave and they talk to them. Who are you talking to? You're talking to the wall? You're talking to a piece of marble over there? Who are you talking to? The Gemara asks a question. If a person has an option to go to a wedding when they're going to have music and good food and dancing and people, have good mood over there, or they have to go the same time to a place where people, lo alenu, they see Shiva or they have Askara, place of mourning. When you ask a person, where would you like to go tonight? To a wedding, to dance, to drink, to eat, to listen to good music? Or you want to go to a place when people talk about someone that passed from the world, right? Usually people would say, I'd rather go to a wedding. I don't want to get sad, depressed, go to a place of memorial. The Gemara says, there is no question over here. If you have an option to go to here or to there, you have to go to the place of mourning. Why? When a person goes to a wedding, the same way he went in, that's how he comes out. Nobody became bigger tzaddik for going to a wedding. Same way you came, that's how you left. But when a person goes to a funeral or to a place that they see Shiva, it makes him begin to think about one day it will be me. Life is flying. Yesterday I was a child, today I'm already an adult, tomorrow I'm already an old man. Before I realize life will be over. One day all of this will be for me. It makes the person wake up and begin to think about life. What am I doing here? What is the purpose of life? Who made me? What does he want from me? What will happen to me the day I die? All these questions, people begin to think about it. Because they begin to think and ask questions, usually when someone asks questions that he cares about, he will also find the answers. In the Torah that God gave us in front of millions of witnesses 3,335 years ago, it's written in the beginning of the Torah, ויצר השם אלוקים את האדם עפר מן האדמה. God created Adam sand from the ground. ויפח באפיו נשמת חיים. He blew into his nostrils a living soul, like a divine energy. ויהי האדם לנפש חיה. And a person became alive. When he became alive, when the soul entered the body. This is how life begins. A baby is born, there is already a soul in his body. When a person leaves the world, the soul first comes out, the body falls, the body goes to the grave, and the soul goes up to heaven. As it's written in the Torah, and the soul of Rachel came out, the wife of Yaakov, ותמות רחל, ותצא נפש רחל. First the soul comes out, then the person is considered dead, niftar min haolam, passed from the world. King Solomon, in the book of Kohelet, it's written, והנשמה תשוב לבעליה, and the soul will return to its owner, meaning God, and the body will return to the same, that's where it came from. Also in another place it's written, Min ha'afar bata ve'el ha'afar tashuv. You came from the ground and you must return to the ground. That's why normal people that care about their parents, they make a real funeral and they bury the body in the ground. People that don't think, don't use their head, they do cremation. They burn the body and put it in a jar. And that parent never ever stopped to suffer forever because he never returned to the ground. One time I went to speak in someone's house, and the owner, after everyone left, the owner of the house kept saying to me, my father, and he kept pointing to the wall. And every time he say my father, I look for a picture of his father, but I don't see any pictures. I wonder to myself, why he keeps saying my father? Then I got curious. I asked him, tell me, every time you say my father, you go like this. Where? I don't see a picture of your father. He took a jar from the shelf. My father. I said to him, this is the ashes of your father. He said, do you know what you did to your father? Do you know how much your father suffered from the day he passed until now? Because you never buried him? People sometimes do things, but they don't think. God say the body must go back to the ground, and the soul must come back to me. And this is the way it has to be. When the soul leaves the body finished its job. Has to go back to the ground. Now, Rabotai, after we understand that God created the soul can never die. Just the body is being replaced, but the soul can never die. I would like to ask you a question. When someone passed in Judaism, you say Kaddish for 1 year. Do you know why? Why do you say Kaddish for 1 year? First of all, why Kaddish? Why not a different prayer? And second, why for 1 year? Why not for 10 years? Why not forever? Why for 1 year? It has to be exactly a year. The answer is, the Torah is teaching us when someone passed, he has a trial. God is judging him for everything he did in his life. From the minute he came to the world until the second he left the world. Every second is being analyzed, everything is recorded, video, audio, and even your thoughts are all on a screen in the court of heaven. How long does it take this trial? 1 year. 1 year, all the good things that you did, and all the bad things that you did, and even things that you thought that nobody sees because you hide from the world, everything will be displayed in the court of heaven. Everything. Nobody can run away from it. Because it's a very, very fragile time for someone that passed from the world. That's why for 1 year we say Kaddish, very important to come to the shul, and say Kaddish to help the soul that passed from the world in their trial. That's why we're going to do it 12 months. 12 months. The question is, why Kaddish? Why Kaddish? Now we're going to learn the secret of this mystery. The world can be divided to 4 categories. 4 categories. You have the Creator, which is Hashem, which is God. You have the world, you have the people, and you have the purpose of life. Why it was all created. So you have God, you have the world, you have the people, and you have the purpose. This is the secret of the Kaddish. The Kaddish has 4 paragraphs. It starts, Itgadal v'Itkadash Merabah, that the name of God should be praised and greater. We're talking about God. Everybody answer Amen. To separate between the first category to the next one. What's the next paragraph? Be'alma dibera kiruteh. In the world he created as he wanted. So we're speaking about the world. That's the second paragraph. Everybody answer Amen. Now we go to the third paragraph. V'chayechon, u'v'yom echon, u'v'chayel echol bet Yisrael. in your life and the life of the whole Jewish nation, talking about the people. And everybody answer Amen. And now we go to the fourth and last paragraph, and everybody scream together. Not only the one that say the Kaddish, everyone together with him. Amen, yesh meraba, mevarach, la'alam, la'almei, almaya. And we begin. Varach, mishtabach, mitba'ar, mitroman, all these words. Why everybody scream together the last paragraph? Because that's the purpose of life of the Jew. When God gave you life, you were born to a Jewish mother, you also born with a Jewish soul. What's so special about a Jewish soul? Ask every non-Jew that go to church. Ask everyone that goes to the mosque and learn parts from the Torah. They go in, they don't deny that God gave us a special relationship with Him. He chose us from all the nations. The Torah says, you are my children. I chose you from all the nation to be my children. You have to be different than the rest of the world. You have rules that the rest of the world do not have. You represent me in the world. Every one of you is a little God. You are the children of God, just like the boy or the girl represent the parents. If you have a boy come to your house for a meal, you see how he behaves, you know how the parents are. If he has manners and he's clever and speak to the point and behave nice and he's grateful, you know that he's coming from a good family. If he behaves Hashem Yerachem like garbage, you understand where he came from. By the way the boy or the girl behave, you can tell a lot about the parents. And this is a perfect example. Levi and David and the sister with such class, such chesed, honesty, integrity. I know them for more than 20 years. And the husband, such down-to-earth people with such manners. And Rita Mazal Alea Shalom, such a nice, quiet lady with such well-behaved, behavior and manners. So when you look at the kids, you know who made them, who designed them, who gave them the character that they have. This is exactly the job of the Jew in the world. You are a son of God, you are a daughter of God. You have to represent Him the way He asked in the Torah. That's why He gave us Shabbat. It's an eternal covenant between us and Him, the special day of Shabbat. That's why He gave us the Torah learning. That's why He gave us the prayers. He gave us modesty. He gave us only kosher, pure food. We're not allowed to eat everything. We have rules that the rest of the world don't have. And the problem today in the world that 80% of the Jewish people do not even know what it means to be a Jew. You ask them, you go to Tel Aviv, you ask 500,000 people in Tel Aviv, what does it mean to be a Jew? Not one of them knows. You go to Manhattan, 90% don't know. You go to so many places in the world, I don't know what it means. It means that I have a Jewish last name. That's all I know. It means that I had Brit Milah. That's all they know. They don't know what Shabbat means. They don't know what the Torah is. Do you know that today you cannot find one secular Jew in the world that read the Torah once in his life? There are 12 million Jews that are not Shomer Shabbat. 3 million Shomer Shabbat. 12 million are not Shomer Shabbat. Some of them like Torah. Some of them like the religion. Some of them respect the religion. Some of them hate the religion. They don't want to hear about it. Those who speak against the religion, I ask them thousands of times, did you read the Torah one time in your life? Forget about knowing all the secrets. Forget about Gemara. Forget about the oral Torah. Forget about Kabbalah. Forget about Rashi. Just the simple meaning of the words of the Torah. Can you explain to me one page in the Torah? One little page. Can you explain? Nobody knows anything. Nobody read the Torah. Nobody can tell one meaning of one pasuk in the Torah. Almost nobody. And I ask people, how can you not like something you don't know what it is? At least first get to see what it is, and then you decide if you want to follow the word of God or you want to go against Him. Rabotai, when we gather together after 1 year, meaning the year of the Kaddish and the tribe is ending. That's why it's like a party today. People eat. It looks like a bar mitzvah, like a wedding. Especially by the Bukharian, it's just as good as bar mitzvah. When they do yartzeit, they give a lot of respect to their parents. They do it with a respectable way. Some places they just bring to the shul some things, 5 minutes, 10 minutes after the prayers, and it's over. But here, Baruch Hashem, I've been in many yartzeit. Every one of them is very respectable. Why is it? Because they understand that it's a special day today. The soul finished the critical 1 year. Now the entire year, the Kaddish, the tzedakah, the donations, the good things that the family did, is now concluded that Hashem makes the final verdict to what level in heaven to send that deceased person. This is now the final moment of the trial. And now the person is going to enjoy all the good things that the family did for them in this year. All the Kaddishim, all the learning of the Torah, all the prayers, all the charity. And that's something that helps very much. All the family and friends that came here tonight, it's important to come and show respect. But there is something a lot better than that. Everyone here will accept on himself one mitzvah that he doesn't keep yet. Choose one mitzvah. Let's say if you don't say Shema Yisrael morning and evening, from now on you dedicate 4 minutes to Hashem every day. Say Shema in the morning, Shema in the evening. When you wake up, when you go to sleep. Let's say someone who never gives charity. Start giving something every day. Everyone according to what he can. Everyone can choose something and say, I do it, Leilui Nishmat, Rita Mazal Ksenya. Believe me, it's a billion times better than eating and coming, and that's helping the neshama a lot more in the next world. Of course, the children help the children help the mother or the father the most. Rabbi Mizrachi, the Gemara say. But I want everyone to know, Rabotai, one day we will be in the same situation. We will need people to do for us. How is it gonna be? Depend of what we do for others. Because everything Hashem does is measure for measure. You care about others, people will care about you. And Hashem will arrange it, Bezrat Hashem. Hopefully we won't need help from others. It's in our hand to be righteous. I brought you CDs over there, free, you can take it. It has 30 hours of lectures. Wow. For those who still have CD players in a car, you just play it. I promise you it will change your entire life. The way you understand things, the way you look at things, your faith, your mental health, everything will be improved. Everything. I will explain to you how the world works, why God put you over here, and everything you need to know. And now I'm going to tell you a short story and we'll finish over here. About 15 years ago, maybe even more, I got a phone call. It will take 2 minutes, but you don't want to miss this story, Rabotai. Listen carefully to this story. Pay attention. I got a phone call. Are you available tonight? I say, what's tonight? They say there's a family seat Shiva. They're going to have 150 guys and girls. All of them are not religious. In a house in Fairlawn, New Jersey. Can you come tonight and speak in Hebrew? I said, of course. Whatever I have, I cancel. I come. I went over there, just like they say, 150, maybe even more people. I started to speak over there. I spoke for about an hour. Don't worry, here it's almost finished. I spoke for about an hour and 20 minutes. After I finished to talk, husband and wife came to me. Ashkenazim, maybe almost 60 years old. something like that, the husband and the wife. Educated people, they come to me and say, Rabbi, nice to meet you. Our name is such and such, and this is the first time in our life that we heard words of Torah. 60 years old. They never heard a minute of Torah in their entire life. And we are so ashamed. We are so ashamed. Do you know why we are ashamed? I say, no, why? Thought maybe they're not Shomer Shabbat, maybe they killed someone, I don't know. They say, you know why we're so ashamed? We started the party in the Israeli Knesset called Shinui. Mifleget Shinui. We started it. Shinui means destroy Judaism. Burn the Shabbat, burn the Torah, burn the yeshivot, burn the rabbis. Make Israel a country of non-Jews. That's what they want to do, Shinui. We were trying to get into the Knesset. We didn't get enough votes. So we gave it to Tommy Lapid, the biggest Rasha in Israel, the biggest enemy of God in the whole world. They gave him the party. He went to the government and got 15 seats and started to fight all the religious people for many years that he was there. It made their life hell. And this is the first time we heard Torah. We didn't know it's so beautiful. We feel terrible about what we did. If we only knew that it's so nice and it makes so much sense, we will never do that. I said, what you did, you did. What can we do? But now at least, fix yourself. Start by fixing yourself. How can we do it? What should we do? Can you make me a lecture in your house next week and call all your friends? You will come? Yes, I come. Let's make a date. They made a date. I went next week. They also live there in New Jersey. They invited all the people. I gave a lecture, and they started to become slowly religious, this couple. Until, in a month, they were already fully Shomer Shabbat, eating kosher. Then, now pay attention what happened. The woman came to me. She said to me, I never see Shiva on my father. For two reasons. Why? I was completely against religion. And second, one day my mother told me that our father left her and ran away to Romania with a non-Jewish woman and abandoned us. He doesn't care about you. Forget your father. He doesn't exist. He ran away to Romania with a different woman and he forgot that you are his children. So I hated my father and I hated religion. So why should I seek Shiva? So I didn't seek Shiva. 7 years after my father died, the Israeli soldier, general from the army knocked on our door. He said, I would like to tell you that your father was a spy of the state of Israel. We sent him to Romania to spy on Ceausescu. Ceausescu caught him and killed him by torturing him. For a few months he tortured him until he died. Your father was a hero. He didn't run away with any woman. He was a spy for the Israeli government. So I felt bad that I hated my father for nothing. But anyway, I wasn't religious, so I didn't seek Shiva. So what should I do now? She asked me. I said, how many years ago was that? She told me, this story is more than 15 years ago. She told me my father is already dead 17 years. I said to her, send money every month to a guy in our yeshiva in Monsey, whatever you want, and he will say Kaddish for 1 year for your father. Okay, so every month she started to send money. 3 months after that, she started, Friday morning, 11 a.m., she calls me in the morning. I'll never forget this moment. She's screaming, crying. I asked her what happened. She said, Rabbi, you're not going to believe. My father came to me in a dream. After 17 years since he died, I never saw, never heard from him anything. He came to me and said, I want you to know you saved me from a huge torture. I was suffering so much until now. But you saved me now. Please don't stop. Continue what you're doing. Continue what you're doing. Rabotai, her father died with torture. The Gemara says someone that suffers before he died, is sick, has problems, suffer pain, it erases a lot of his sins. A lot of his problems in life get clean. It's a good sign. That means Hashem loves that person. He cleans him in this world instead of sending him to a bad place in the next world. Her father died as an Israeli soldier. He fought for the country. He gave his life for the country. He suffered the worst torture you can imagine. I don't have to tell you who was Ceausescu. 17 years he was suffering. She asked him in a dream, but why you suffer? You were a hero. He said to her, because I was not Shomer Shabbat. I was not Shomer Shabbat. And I have so many stories like this about people that came from the next world, and they said that all the problem was mainly for not being Shomer Shabbat. So everyone here that care about himself, care about Hashem, should take very serious what I just say. You're not doing me a favor, you're doing yourself a favor. If you're not fully Shomer Shabbat, do everything you can this coming Shabbat to keep it fully. Fully, 100%. I made a seminar in Israel a few months ago, 2 girls, secular Israelis. I say, who wants to become Shomer Shabbat right now? 2 girls raised their hands. 2 young girls, 22, 23 years old. They say, we become Shomer Shabbat. We made them bracha, it's on video. You can see on the video. The day of October 7, there was a party started Thursday until Sunday. They went to the party on Thursday, and on Friday morning, they had a group of girls. They said, we have to leave. We promised that we are Shomer Shabbat. We cannot stay in a party for Shabbat. All the other girls say, come on, you became fanatic, you became crazy. All the fun is in Shabbat. Shabbat, Simchat Torah. We promised the rabbi we no longer mechalel Shabbat. You coming with us or no? Okay, you leave us no choice. 7 more girls. They got into 2 cars, plus the 2 girls, 9 girls. They drove to Be'er Sheva for Shabbat. And Shabbat morning, the next day, they found out all over that if they would not become Shomrei Shabbat, they will be now in Gaza until now, and I don't have to tell you what they do to the girls there every day. Or they would be dead, or worse than that, without going into details. And she spoke on the radio, and almost everyone in Israel heard that. The reason I'm alive, the reason I got saved, because in that seminar I promised that I become Shomer Shabbat. That's what the Gemara said. Come back to Hashem. Don't wait forever. You may miss the train. Now it's the opportunity. And Be'ezrat Hashem, I'm sure all of you love Hashem. I'm sure you love Shabbat. I'm sure you love the Torah. I have no doubt that if they bring the Torah now into the room, everybody would run to kiss the Torah. But Hashem say, don't kiss me, listen to me. I had enough kisses. Don't kiss me, listen to me. And I only came to tell you that tonight. Thank you, Pinchaso family. Appreciate very much. Bezrat Hashem, you should have no more tzar, and Hashem would send you comfort and happiness. Bezrat Hashem, and we meet in smachot. Baruch Adonai Leolam, Amen ve'amen.